Lobs this to left, down for a base hit. Utermark hits third. Here's the throw from Tate. The play at the plate is not in time. Not in time. Lift off. Deep right. Cue the showers. 2-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Gets in the chase. Doherty's pumped up. Oh, forget about this one. In the air to left center field. On the run, Anderson at the track, at the wall, reaches up, makes the catch. Holy cow! The eyes. And you can make it two more. Lift off, Alderman. Holy cow!
2 out hitting.
Hits it the other way. Base hit for Leger. Here comes McCants. Hits third on his way home. Ole Miss leads. The rain has delayed the start of this Auburn and Ole Miss series back a day and a half, and finally we're set to get started. Auburn is the hottest team in the SEC right now, with hopes to keep it rolling against a struggling Ole Miss ball club. Hi there, welcome up to the broadcast booth. Back with Matt McLaughlin. My name's Jay Hromada, and Matt, Auburn's 6-3 in their last 3 SEC weekends. But historically, since 2012 here in Oxford, they've not had great luck. Let's look at these last 3 weekends for the Tigers. Unbelievable. What a lot of people are saying, that Mississippi State series, it was the turnaround point for them in this back half of the SEC schedule. Then, of course, they go on the road to South Carolina, win the series, and then, of course, LSU handing the Tigers their first SEC series loss. Oh, Ole Miss, they go to Xavier Rivas on the mound, their Friday night guy. He's been in this Friday night slot for a while. What does he need to do to be successful today? And speaking of these big-hitting Auburn Tigers, head coach by Butch Thompson, and we highlight Bryson Ware. 19 home runs this season, 54 RBIs, 3 hits back in the 4th inning. 2 of them with 2 outs. Florida ties this game up at 2 as Calarco rips this one into the gap in right center. And Robertson has trouble with it. Calarco on his way to second. Leadoff double for Ole Miss, bottom half of the 4th.
That's how you get momentum back right there. Doherty gets the big strikeout to end the last frame. Calarco there with a leadoff double. We'll see Robertson. He's really just trying to get there so he can cut it off and try to keep Calarco at first base. Really going to be difficult regardless if he's able to field that cleanly. But if he's able to get there and just fire something in a second, you can at least make Calarco think about retreating back to first. But Ole Miss with a leadoff double and Chatagnier at the plate.
Calarco's 6th double this season. Second most on Ole Miss's roster. Brings up Peyton Chatagnier. Struck out his first time up. For the first time that Sproat is pitching against Ole Miss. So far the Rebels have 3 hits and 2 runs. Lasers this down the line. Fair ball. Calarco on his way home. Chatagnier to second. Rebels back on top. Fair, but not by much.
You'll see Chatagnier gets the fastball, which is actually really surprising to me. Chatagnier really struggled with the off-speed stuff. Gets the fastball and does what he does well as anybody. Gets the barrel to the fastball and drives it down the line. Back-to-back double for the Rebs, and they are back on top. Just like that. So in Chatagner's first at-bat, change-up, strike, slider, strike, change-up, strike 3. Slider, strike, and then he goes back to the fastball, and he made him pay. Well done there from Chatagnier, really getting a good pitch to hit, driving it down the line.
TJ McCants, 15 RBIs, 7 homers this season. Bloops this to shallow center, and it lands. Chatagnier motors home. Robertson throws to the plate. In time. What a beauty of a throw by Robertson in center. Keeps this a 1-run game.
Watch Chatagnier right there. See how he retreats back to second? He doesn't get the greatest read on it. And the third base coach for Ole Miss sends him anyway. They're obviously seeing something in the scouting report. And honestly, a really nice, Florida's lucky they get a bounce off the mound that goes straight in the ground, is able to get him at the plate. Aggressive base running, nice play by Robertson out in center field, and a good tag by Ryopel behind the plate. But 3 consecutive hits for Ole Miss now.
McCants back safely. 2 for 2 on stolen bases this season. He is fast. I'm sure they'll keep an eye on him at first. Will Furness at the dish. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. McCants goes to second. And the throw is late. A couple of stolen bases today for the Rebel base runners.
Yeah, nice slide there from McCants again. Able to get that of him in there. Almost came off the bag at second base. Pretty good jump. It's that left hand going to the back right-hand side of the bag. It's exactly how you want to do it, and he's able to keep his foot there.
Ole Miss is 9th in the conference in stolen bases. Came into today with 19 total. You see the difference in last season to this season. A lot more aggressive this year. Furness loops this one out to left. And Prevesk makes the catch.
Nice job by Prevesk, because Rivera was having a tough time seeing it. Job by the outfielder taking charge. Now 2 outs here in the 4th.
Leger was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. Nine-spot hitter, too, for Ole Miss. His team leading 8th time he was plunked by a pitch this season. But I'm sure he'll take a couple of bruises if it gets him on base, right?
Well, fortunately for him, it's one of those things. You get back to the locker room, Ethan Groff gets hit with a fastball on the elbow, and then Groff gets one on the hip of an off-speed pitch. So not all HBPs are the same.
Kevin O'Sullivan out to the mound. Florida's bullpen is not active at all.
It's just going to be pitch number 50 for Brandon Sproat.
See his numbers so far, just a pair of earned runs, 5 hits. Allowed 2 runs back in the 1st inning. But in innings 2 and 3, struck out 3 of 7 batters faced. A couple of ground outs too, the previous 2 innings. But here in the 4th, after Florida tied the game, Ole Miss jumped on him right away. This goes to the backstop, and that's really not what you want after a mound visit.
Pitching's funny, right? 1st inning, the guy just threw a complete game shutout, 1-hit shutout the week before. Gives up 2 early and a couple big hits, and then video game stuff in the 2nd and 3rd inning, and now here in the 4th, command starting to waver a little bit.
Leger's on with back-to-back free passes. That is the first walk today by Sproat. He's only walked 15 batters this season. And when you add on his strikeouts today, too. He's over 50 strikeouts.
Ole Miss able to flip the lineup over to one of their best hitters in Groff. Good matchup right here, the middle frames.
Groff was 0 for 11 at Vanderbilt, and then put together a 2-for-2 performance with a 3-run home run against Arkansas Pine Bluff earlier this week. Not the way he wanted to start conference play. Transfer from Tulane. Still no stranger to SEC pitching, though. Tulane faced Mississippi State last season, and in fact, Ethan Groff hit a walk-off home run against them in the 10th inning. Piece of this one, 2-1. Coming off a year at Tulane where he hit .404. And this season his average at .355. Under this, and it drifts out of play.
He got a really good pitch to hit there on the 2-1. That was an off-speed pitch that hung up right in the zone. Could see it immediately. He knew that he had an opportunity there, but 2-2. A lot of off-speed stuff here from Sproat to Groff. The one thing, too, Groff's been really good offensively, but he has been a really dynamic center fielder for the Ole Miss Rebels as well.
On the ground. Foul ball. Groff to top 50 impact transfer list on D1Baseball.com. He was ranked number 11 impact transfer in the country. Shoots this one back up the middle. Base hit. McCants comes home. Ole Miss on top by 2.
That was a professional AB. Gets a fastball and just takes it right back where it came from. Watch where this ball goes through. That was almost the exact same release point from Sproat. Fortunately for him, he's able to get out of the way, but that was a professional AB right there. Fought off some tough pitches, 2 strikes. You can see him really choke up and look for something just to put the barrel on. He's able to tack on another one for the Rebs.
Harris fouls the first pitch off. He's 1 for 2 today. Single back in the first. Also a run scored. He was 0 for earlier this week against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Snapped a 11-game hit streak for him. Just his second hitless game this season. Airs it out and into the seats.
Saw Harris go. Take an off-speed pitch. It's right center. Now down 0-2. If he's able to just pull one, the wind is howling to right field. Those left-handed hitters, it is not lost on them. Change up away. It's a strong gust out to right field for any left-handed hitters or right-handed hitters that can go oppo.
And the wind from last night's storms has definitely stuck around a little bit.
Tell you what, that was a good take right there. That's a 1-2 slider from Sproat. For a left-handed hitter, that one looks like it's right over the plate and then just dies down and in on you. That is a tough pitch to lay off. Big 2-2 coming here.
Full count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second base for Ole Miss. They've added 2 runs here in the 4th and lead at number 3, Florida. Runners go. Lofted over the glove of Kurland into right. 1 run is in. 5-2 game.
Really similar to his first at-bat from Calvin Harris. You see that slider, just ran it on the outside part of the plate and just came back towards the middle of the plate. And Harris does a good job just staying on it, driving to right field. And his hot streak continues. He has been absolutely outstanding at the plate for Ole Miss this year.
22 RBIs, a multi-hit day for Calvin Harris. His 7th multi-hit game this season. That brings up Jacob Gonzalez. Oh for 2 today, pair of groundouts. And an opportunity here with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Hard one on the ground, foul.
Heads up over there.
Yeah, look out.
I see some laughs, but also saw somebody coming off the ground there, but looks like everybody's all right.
Rips this one to first, snagged by Caglione, steps on first base for out number 3. Ole Miss adds 3, and they're on top 5-2.